It feels like it's officially winter. It got
Yeah,
really cold
real cold.
yesterday, and this is me. I wear the robe
Yes, all
all
the time.
winter.
He's
Um,
Uncle Eddie.
so I get comfortable, and I am going to be myself here today. So I did want to go through a couple sales, and then we want to talk about a little bit on whether or not we're actually has fourth quarter started. Are we gonna have a fourth quarter?
Yeah,
Kind of chat. But we did have a good sales day today.
yesterday.
Third, well, up to yesterday.
Yeah, we're
Whatever.
gonna review our good sales day today.
So 13 total items. So let's go ahead and jump into them. We have Midnight Club Dub Edition. Three.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good game in terms of resale value, and I actually paid up for 2 copies of this. Paid up from a garage sale perspective, but 17.50 plus shipping on that copy. Next up, this is a hat that we got from.
Oh, was this on our big long sale
Yeah,
The
this
big
was
trip?
part of that big.
With the GoPro footage?
But it's got the nice little smiley face. I was really contemplating keeping this or not, but I don't think I can really wear trucker hats and make
Yeah.
them look good.
I don't
But
know.
it is Auto something. What is the brand? Auto Collection. But whenever I see this, I can't help but think of what is it? Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shirt and him coming out with a logo. But cool little hat. And whenever you get really cool patterns like that, they sell fairly well.
Was this on Whatnot or no?
We did.
Yeah.
We did have it on Whatnot.
And they passed. What did we sell
We sold it for 20 plus shipping.
Yeah.
On that one.
for? Good for a hat.
So pretty good sale there. Next up, another video game. PS2. X-Men Legends 2: Rise of the Apocalypse. $13.90 plus shipping on that one.
Sorry.
Another video game. This one is for the GameCube this time around. SpongeBob SquarePants, Creature from the Krusty Krab.
What'd that one go for?
That one sold for 17 plus shipping. That one went out on an offer.
I'm loving today's shippings.
Um,
They're all easy.
the hat did sell via promoted listings, so
Okay.
that's one thing to add there. Next up, what do we not sell anymore?
We don't sell shoes.
Okay, there we go.
Except for
Pair of
these.
shoes. Merrell's. These are like hiking trail shoes. They're not like 100% clean. I tried
They
to
look
clean them, I
pretty
think, twice, and that's as good as I could get them.
I don't see where they're dirty. Where?
Well,
These
I
look
just remember
brand new.
the toes being a little bit, but maybe I got them
He's
better
so
than I
critical.
remember.
Yeah.
$21.95 plus shipping for those.
Shoes.
Um,
What you got? Oh, you didn't pull the Bible.
where's the CDs?
What CDs?
Okay, no, they must be right here. Did you put them outside the room?
I didn't move them.
There they are.
Hold on. He's getting them.
There.
Here, let me take it.
Real time.
Real time. No edits here. Okay.
So this is a 64 CD case. So it holds 64 cases CDs for the Bible.
Is there anything? Oh, okay.
It's dramatized. Zondervan.
Yeah. So it's Bible on CD.
Yep. Dramatized versions,
Dramatized.
whatever.
Yeah.
That was listed for a solid 10 minutes and then sold for $16.95 plus shipping. And that, being that it's the it's media, we'll send that media.
I thought someone just put them in there, but it's actually the Zondervan. That's how they sold it.
Correct.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
But yeah, that'll go via media mail.
Which one?
And it was really quick. So, this one was part of my D-list relist escapades recently, and after being relisted, it then got an offer for $7 plus shipping, and was happy to let it go since we've had it for so long. This one is pretty interesting.
Is this your favorite sale of the day?
It is, just because I don't think you would have looked
Strange.
twice at it.
Yeah.
So there's a loose piece in it. It's being sold 4 parts as is.
This is the Aladdin Genie Lamp.
And so what it's supposed to do is you're supposed to be able to push this button and then
It projects.
an image projects out of here onto like the wall or whatever.
So hopefully they can get it to work.
But
we sold it for parts.
I took a lot of pictures, sold it for parts as is, not working. Tested, not working is what I think I put in the title.
Yeah.
I'm always nervous in those situations that somebody's going to be like, I didn't read the title or
whatever. No, or they'll get it and say, well, I could probably fix it. They get it and they can't fix it. And they're like, you didn't, you know.
Correct.
I
But
don't know.
that little piece
Fingers
there,
crossed it
since
doesn't
it's
come back.
original, and it's very rare, with it not working, it's still sold for $59 plus shipping.
Crazy.
If it was working, that thing would have went for over $100.
Yeah.
So
Don't count out toys.
it stood out to me to just at least scan and look.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, here we are.
Yeah.
Next up, we have an ornament. It is a Hallmark Frosty the Snowman Comes to Life 2012. I want to say it's like somewhat animated, like you pull it and it does something.
The hat, maybe.
Oh no, you pull it and then the eyes will open up. That's why it says it comes to life.
Yeah.
I just had to look at it again to remember what it did.
Zoom in, but yeah.
But $13.25 plus shipping on that one.
Is it new or is it pre-owned?
I put used.
Yeah. Okay.
This one was also something I listed yesterday, so really fast seller on that one, and it sold for $12.95 plus shipping.
The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
It's not very often that you find a novel that you can pick up to resell that sells really quickly.
That was sold at Walmart or whatever.
Correct. It's very rare. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised I even scanned it and looked at it.
Is there a bookmark in here?
I don't think so.
It says a collectible bookmark. Oh yeah, right there.
Okay.
Yeah. So this back page has the collectible bookmark. Luckily.
Well, I didn't say or advertise that it had it, so
It says it on the
that is on them. Now, I don't know. I probably would still buy Trolls again, given the opportunity, but these don't sell very quickly.
Clemson.
I love Clemson Troll with red hair and
orange
Orange hair. I wish he had red hair. Orange hair sold for $14 plus shipping on that one.
I like the little t-shirt. That's cute. I don't like Clemson, but...
This is another one we've had for a while. So this is kind of like a bundle deal. So we have GameCube, Animal Crossings with the cheat codes, and then inside the Animal Crossings,
they can't see it so far back.
It also includes a memory card.
Yeah.
So it's like the total package for somebody that's wanting to play Animal Crossings on the GameCube. And we had this listed super high, delisted, relisted, still high, delisted, relisted. It's kind of unique because it was the only one that had all three of those. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, I guess it took a long time for it to find the right buyer.
Yeah.
But it finally did. $89.95 plus shipping on that combo. And last item today, another item that I listed yesterday, you actually picked up yesterday. Adobe
Photoshop
Element 12. It works for both the Mac and PC.
It's got all this stuff in there.
And sold for $24.95 plus shipping. Fast seller.
Yes.
Price to sell. It might have been new or open box and not used, but
just rather
we didn't own it initially. So
under promise, over deliver.
Correct. So listed it as pre-owned.
Yes.
But so that's it. So how do you feel about sales day?
I think it was great, and I love the shipping.
Yeah, and
if we could have a store that's only media, maybe I would it would be the best.
Yeah, and
so easy.
It was a good day, but it's hard to attribute or say that this is the start of the fourth quarter. It's been pretty rough.
I'm really go ahead.
I'm pretty convinced that the fourth quarter is not going to be a thing this year.
It's gonna fizzle.
Yeah, it's
gonna have some good days, and then it's gonna be averaged out by horrible days.
I think if anybody in reselling is like banking on like they need this in order to pay their
Survive,
bills
yeah.
or something like that, they're gonna be very disappointed.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in the cards this year. I think really what ultimately is going to need to happen is we're going to end up going through some sort of recession or
We're already
down.
there.
Yeah, we might very well be there, but we're going to go through that. Um, I don't think we're going to see the economy recover until probably the end of next year. So I'm hopeful for next year's fourth quarter being really good.
So you kind
Um,
of got to wade the waters until
well, the other
another
aspect
year.
is with reselling, I do think it's a bit oversaturated. I
Yeah.
think with the pandemic, it gave a lot more people time. Like they were able to work from home.
Hmm.
In some cases, they were given money and they got to stay home and then
Yeah.
started to do this. So you're going to need to have some people just get out of the game. And we're seeing it. Like
Yeah.
we see more and more people that have dabbled their toe into the water thinking that they could do it and it
Well, it's
doesn't
just a
work.
bad economy to try it in to start. I
I've
think.
seen a lot of people trying
Yeah.
to offload all their inventory, and then you see some of their inventory, and you're like, well, no wonder why you couldn't make it because your inventory is
I
garbage.
think the whole thing is you have to buy it cheap.
Well,
Or like we've seen a lot of like pallets from
yes,
like China, like the China stuff that's just so much surplus of it. And like if you have
party
tons of
poppers and
those and even like the Fitbit bands, like you can't sell
yeah.
those. You're not allowed to sell those on eBay. So like you get stuck with like a pallet of things that
Well, you can
how
sell
do you
them.
move
You
them?
just don't sell them. Like they don't sell.
I thought you're not allowed to sell those on
No,
eBay.
I think you're thinking
Oh,
of
phone
phone
cases.
cases,
Yeah.
the
But we've
otter
seen that
boxes,
too.
otter boxes. Yeah,
Lots and
a
lots of
lot of
those.
otter boxes and stuff that you can't simply move on eBay.
And not to mention the thrift stores. What did you hear from the thrift stores um, when they're scanning books now?
Yeah. So, talking to one of the employees at Goodwill, they were scanning books, and there were certain books that they weren't allowed to put out because,
They have to send them in to
yeah,
be sold
which is
online.
bizarre because sometimes you see Goodwill, the books, Goodwill books reselling items, and it is
You mean online? Like
yeah, you see them listing it, and it's like they're listing the book for $4 for
they
shipping.
have to have like some better deal
Well, no,
for shipping.
they have a much better discounted
Yeah.
rate for shipping because they do a lot of the like the way it was explained to me was they do a lot of the upfront work that the post office doesn't have to do,
Oh, okay.
and since they are doing it such high volume that they can get a reduced rate.
Mhm.
So let's just say, for example, their media mail rate for under a pound would probably be less than $1.
Yeah.
And
ours is like $3.59 now, $3.64
yeah,
something
so
like that.
they
So they
can
can sell a book for $3.99
yeah.
free shipping. It'd be no big deal. But for us, it's like, where are you making any money on that?
And really, like I think it's a little bit short sighted on their side too when they look at that because you're paying people to do that, and so if you're making $2 a book, like that person that's listing that item like they have to list it still.
Yeah, I
Like
don't know.
yeah, there's some work and manpower, and then all that where it would be so much easier for them to just put it out and have somebody else do it.
Or
But
just it not be sold, and then it goes to the bins.
yeah,
So.
so I don't know, but needless to say, I do think there's quite a few things that need to change. I know even since you were talking about the thrift stores starting to raise their prices, and they're not even taking a lot of the risk.
Yeah.
Whenever
They don't have to worry about it being broken.
a perfect
coming
example
back.
is one of the mouse
Oh, yeah.
computer mouse that we sold recently that's coming back for faulty. Like we paid $2 for it, we sold it, it's coming back as a return. Now I'm not going to be able to turn around and get my money back because
Right.
it was faulty.
Yeah, you can't take it back to the store where you got it from. And
Correct. So why don't, like if they were just to turn around and sell it online,
who knows?
I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. But the point is, like,
You got to go where there's like low cost. You have to get things for cheap.
yeah,
And if the thrift stores are raising their rates, then that's just not where we can source.
yeah. And so
You gotta be super picky.
we're being very very selective with
Yeah.
thrift stores. And honestly, like I've realized that I'm more apt to pay more at a garage sale for an item than I am for Goodwill because I don't want to incentivize them for raising their rates.
Yeah.
So there's times where it's like, you know what? If this was at a garage sale and the person asked for
I'd pay that
$10,
price.
I'd pay that price. But
Yeah.
at this place, I'm not paying $10.
Yeah.
You know, they can hopefully keep it. Hopefully, maybe they'll keep it on the shelf so it gets banged around. I'm not gonna bang it around. If it gets
No.
banged around a little bit, it just breaks, and now they don't even have an item that's sellable. Yeah, I'm that guy.
Be really, really bitter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the problem is like
You're just hurting the middleman.
yes,
like your model of your store is supposed to be prices are low.
they had a
but
tennis
why do you
racket.
care who buys it?
They had a tennis racket priced at $52 yesterday or
know.
the other day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's like, what are you doing? This tennis racket, I wouldn't even pay $5 for. You got it listed at 52. Like, what do the person in the back that's pricing just not want to sell anything?
I don't know. Anyways, is there something good you can end on? Yesterday was a great sales day.
Yesterday was a great sales day. I can end on that. And here's the thing too: is like, if you are trying to make it in reselling in today's environment, you have to expect a lot less. That's less for your items. Less overall profit that you're going to be looking to make because you're also having to pay more in fees than you normally have had to pay in the past. So there's a lot of things that are really stacked against you. So you have to be very conservative on your day-to-day expenses and what you are doing in order to make it work. So like we are truly focused on making this work, and as a result, there's going to be sacrifices that we're willing to make in order to make it work.
Yes.
So
our everyday living expenses are super low. We have one vehicle that we share, and I mean we've kind of set ourselves up to be able to handle like
having
a low salary,
having no
or
debt.
not salary, but
And
low
honestly,
income.
the turn of the economy and the way where we are right now is going to benefit those that don't have debt and the people that have cash.
Mm-hmm.
So
one tip for better financial choices would be your favorite tip for that.
I would say right now you would not be wanting to look to take out a loan. You don't want to take out a car loan, mortgage loan. You don't need to be buying anything that you have to put on credit right now because the amount of credit card interest, what our credit card interest was showing at 21.7%.
And we have great credit.
Yeah. And we pay off our balances in full month.
We don't carry anything over.
So we don't carry anything over to not pay any interest. But I think it's imperative.
Be brutal.
I don't know how people can make it right now, especially with your wages aren't going up, so or at least not at an equivalent rate of what inflation's going. So yeah, it's just
a lot of rice, potatoes, all the things not good for you.
But yeah, I would say ultimately you just have to
start intermittent fasting, cut out some meals.
Well, and this is one aspect of reselling that I've noticed is that more people are getting into reselling and selling their items on their own. So it's getting out into the marketplace before it would ever get to the thrift stores. So there's more people there is a benefit from that. Like we bought a bunch of Funko Pops today where that person, instead of running a garage sale or trying to sell it on
or just donating
online, could have just turned around and donated it because it was just too much of a hassle. But now
just do like a lot and get them moved.
So there is a lot of sourcing opportunities online.
And we did have a neighbor that was.
Yeah, we did have a neighbor so we
us.
reached out on Facebook saying basically that we will buy some of your items and listed the items that we like to sell, and we did buy a bunch of vinyls,
CDs,
a couple CDs, and there was something else. DVDs, a DVD box set.
Which are all things we love selling. So.
Yeah, we love selling.
And they got, we wouldn't have paid those prices probably even at a garage sale. But it was like, hey, you're doing us a favor, you know. We
paid up knowing and hoping that, because I think it's pretty clear. They're a reseller too.
Yeah. And they told us they're having trouble selling these items on the places they're trying
but
to
they
sell
were selling them in different marketplaces. They weren't selling them on eBay. We've had a lot of success and we understand what sells on eBay. So these were items in categories
that are good for us.
With vinyls that we enjoy listing, shipping, and they sell really well on eBay. So I don't expect us to have the same types of issues. Maybe there was an attachment where she was expecting too much, but I don't know. She gave them away pretty fair, like decent price. So, but we'll do well on those, and hopefully that'll lead to some more opportunities in the future where we might be able to get some stuff in the neighborhood again. So.
I think that about sums it up for the day. What are you doing today?
Today I listed all day yesterday, so I still have some list ready items, not a ton of list ready items, but I think that's pretty much my plan, and then we'll be looking to see if we have somewhere to go tomorrow. I do plan on sourcing tomorrow, so this will be the last video for the week.
Yep. And I have some errands to run, cleaning to do, preparing for the church bazaar. I gotta be baking a bunch of bad naughty things, and
and get them out of the house like instantly.
I know, so bad.
Yeah,
but
I've been so bad eating lately, so I need to eat better. So saying it today.
Anyways,
about to throw some dang cookies away. That's what we're doing.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and we hope that you have a great
weekend.
What is today? Thursday and weekend. Because we'll see you on Monday.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.